bad news in 2019?
We have done many fun activities since the last time we have spoke.
Now let's spill the tea.
On December 17, 2018, the Creative Drama Club performed a Christmas play called The Elves on Strike.
The play was about elves having a strike because they were upset with Santa.
Here's Brianna with the story.
The Banks Creative Drama Club presented The Elves on Strike for parents in the community on Tuesday, December 11th, and for the school on Monday, December 17th. Students from the club wrote the showcase with the assistance of Cam Williams, a Troy University's theater ed student. The school and the community both enjoyed the performance.
On December 18, 2018, SGA had a Christmas dance.
I heard about that. They sold snacks, drinks, and even had a photo booth.
Here's Brandon with the story.
SGA hosted the Christmas party here at Banks. We had drinks and snacks that the students could purchase. We also had a photo booth. Many people took pictures at the dance.
On December 19, 2018, Banks School had a Christmas Carol event.
All the Banks gathered into the middle school gym and sang Christmas carols.
Here's Shaylin with the story.
Like liquor. All right, here we go.
December 19th, 2018, Bank School Christmas Carol, they sang many different Christmas songs. The children had a fun time singing and visited Santa and Mrs. Claus.
On December 18th, Miss Chevrolet class enjoyed paint and silk party. Here's the story.
Each 9 weeks, both 5th grade classes have a PBS, Positive Behavior System Reward. The second 9 weeks, the 5th grade teachers created the theme of The Grinch Who Tried to Steal 5th Grade's Christmas. As a component of the celebration, Mrs. Youngblood hosted a sip and paint party. The students sipped on some delicious green apple juice while painting on their canvases. Mrs. White had pre-drawn ornaments on the canvases so the students could enjoy painting while listening to Christmas carols.
Bank School has implemented a growth mindset this year. 2019 is a new year and a great time to refocus. We asked some Bobcats about their goals and what they plan to do to ensure they keep a growth mindset. Here's some footage.
My favorite thing is in school is to make an A on my cyber test. This year I want to be better at softball and soccer. So, my one goal for this new 9 weeks is to meet my AR goal all the 9 weeks. And for the growth mindset, I want to do better in reading and I want to do better in grammar. Now, one New Year's resolution I have for 2019 is to have a great and better growth mindset, to have an awesome growth mindset. And I plan to have to show a better growth mindset is by the interim 3. We're going to have interim 3 and I want to go back over all the work that we do in class and study it like every night, constantly, to show that I have what it takes to pass the interim 3.
One of my New Year's resolutions or goal I have is to make all A's and B's on my report card, and something I plan to do this school year to show a growth mindset is to make all 4 of my
One thing that I will do this year to show a growth mindset is to implement a little bit more STEM activities in my weekly lessons. I find it to be a little bit more hands-on. The children love it, and it's fun. And fun does not necessarily mean that they're playing all the time. It means that they're actually learning. So that's one of the things that I'll do this year to promote a growth mindset.
One New Year's resolution or goal I have is to make all A's. Something that I plan to do this school year to show a growth mindset is to work hard in class and pay attention.
One New Year's resolution I have for the year 2019 is to learn how to play more songs on my piano, and something I plan to do this school year to show a growth mindset is to make all A's and keep up my AR goal.
Okay, one of my New Year's resolutions this year is to make sure I exercise more, because exercise is extremely important, and I want to make sure I try to exercise every single day. Another one of my New Year's resolutions is I want to make sure I try my best to do something positive for someone every day for my students. I want them to really know that I care about them and just kind of find ways to reach them through my PE class. And my growth mindset, one of my goals for the growth mindset for this year for my classroom is I want to create challenging activities that's going to kind of require my students to work really hard to accomplish the task, but I want them to also be successful, because I don't want to create like an extremely challenging task, but I want to challenge them just enough where they can work together and realize, hey, I did this, and be excited about reaching that goal that they accomplished this year. So that's some of the things that I want to do for my New Year's resolution, and some tasks I want in my classroom this year.
One of my New Year's resolution or goals for this year, after looking over some of our data, I see we have some areas that we need to work on, and so that's going to be my focus, improving those areas and increasing student achievement. What would I do to show a growth mindset? Well, after receiving our school's letter grade of a C, I'm not going to let that C hinder me. I'm going to continue to push forward. We're going to continue to dig into the data. We're going to make instructional decisions that will help students, and hopefully that will pay off. One thing I'm not going to do is make excuses. I'm going to do everything we can to improve those scores.
On January 11th, 8th graders job shadow.
8th grade choose a job of their choice and went to work with that person to see what it was like working in the person's shoes.
Wow, that sounds awesome.
Here's the story.
On Friday, January 11th, 8th grade students participated in job shadowing. The students went through different companies and job shadowed one of their employees. The 8th graders truly enjoyed their experience.
Welcome back to another episode of Banks Business. Today with me I have Al Roden, the owner of the Banks By Right. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
To start off, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Al Roden, the owner of Banks By Right. I've owned the store about 17 years. I have my wife, Sheila, my two boys, John Randall and Tyler. They helped me there at the store.
What inspired you to open a store?
Well, I grew up in Union Springs, and my dad and mom, they had a store. They had 2 or 3 stores at different times, and I enjoyed it. I just really enjoyed it, and I've always wanted a country store, one that I could control and do the things that I wanted to increase business and to do business. Matter of fact, I love to tell this story. I had it before I bought the store. I had a job with a Ziegler Meats, which is a meat company. Yeah, a very good job, a well-paying job, and I traveled. And I'd been there about 13 or 14 years, and traveled all over the Southeast into stores and everything. And I've been there, like I said, I've been there for 13 or 14 years. And one day I was coming down Highway 82, or 231, or 82 junctions. And I was praying, I was looking for a change. And when I said amen, the phone rang. And it was Mr. Garrett wanting to sell me the store. So it was meant to be. I mean, that was a good sign.
What did you want to be when you were younger?
Well, when I was younger, that's what I wanted. I've always wanted a store. And I wanted, like I said, a country store. One that the big corporations didn't necessarily have control of me to tell me this or that, or I need to do this or do that. Where I can make the decision myself and get to know the people.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your work day? 1 being easy and 10 being hard.
Well, I guess I could say 1 and 10, because there's days, my day starts about 3:45 every morning. Get up every morning about 3:45. I go to the store. I unlock this door, go around checking all the equipment. I have to make sure all the equipment, the refrigeration, the freezers, all of them are working. And then I'll go and cook breakfast, start breakfast every morning. A full line of breakfast with grits, eggs, bacon, sausage, biscuits. Get all that going and prepare it for my ladies to come in and my other employees. So then also I have to get the till ready for the cash registers. So I get that ready. This is before the store even opens. So I've already done a lot of things already. So as far as 1 to 10, there's some days it is a 10 and some days it's a 1. I mean, like some days we may have a problem with the freezers, or something may be wrong with a gas pump, or something may be wrong with the employee sick and can't come in, so that makes it difficult. But on other days when everything runs smooth, I'd have to say a 1.
What are some things you love most about your job?
Probably the one thing that I like the most is the people. You get into your employees, you get to know them, and also the customers. A lot of the kids here at the school, I know them. I know their mom and dad. I know their granddaughter and granddad. And that's probably the best thing, and really get to know the people. You don't just really in passing, but you get to know them.
Was it hard to process to build your store the way it is now?
Well, it's been a long process, but also I think I was lucky, and plus I was, at the right place at the right time. Like I say, when I started 16, 17 years ago, the business had a good business, but in all businesses, things change. They change daily. So you have to be able to keep up with the technology, and that is one thing that has really changed. Now, for all kids, they really need to get into the technology, because that you got to be able to keep up. And simple things like the gas pumps. Now, when I first started you had to come inside and pay. But now you can pay with your credit card outside. Some can pay with your telephone. So that's a lot of technology that wasn't there a few years ago. What will it be 5, 10 more years?
If there was one thing you can change about your store, what would it be?
Well, we try to make changes every day. I don't know of any one big thing that I would change, but that's, I don't know, like I say, I don't know of any one big thing to change, but we'd like to make a lot of small changes to make it better for the customer. Make the customer feel welcome and have the items that the customer wants. Like I say, the technology, more technological advanced things to make it easier on the customer.
What are some downfalls of your job?
Well, probably starting to work at 3:45. You work 3:40, like I say, 3:45, work all day, and then we close up around 7:30 at night. That's a 15-hour day. That's 7 days a week. During the holidays, we usually have to work harder. Days like 4th of July, you're busier there than you are on a normal day. So it's really 7 days a week, all year long, except for Christmas. And that wears on the family and wears on your body. And so that's probably the worst thing.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
I just like to tell all of the kids that they need how important that the reading and math is. You don't think, when I was your age, I didn't think it was important, but I use it all day long, every day.
Thanks for watching another episode of Bobcat News.
Well, we bring you the news first.